Hello and welcome to Catfish Trash Talk. This is episode 65. I am your host, comedian Tracy Carnazzo, and I'm joined by my equal host, comedian Noelle W. Herzog, the Sicilian Serpent.
Wow.
You're such a good sir. Oh my God. What, you have a claw?
I have.
You have a claw.
Fangs.
Oh, those are fangs. You're a serpent with fangs. I thought it was a claw.
No, I'm not very clawy.
We are here to talk about season 8, episode 70 of Catfish, the television show, John and Megan. But guys, before you get sad about Catfish, go over to patreon.com/trash talk podcast for over 5 billion, not exaggerating, bonus episodes from Tracy and Noelle.
No exaggeration.
No exaggeration. I think it's 512 billion.
Tracy, this was the best episode I've ever seen.
This was very good. This was very good. I really liked it a lot.
Me too.
This did not feel scripted. And if it was scripted, you fooled me and I accept.
Keep doing it. Keep doing this.
Keep scripting it just like
this.
That is what I like. Sorry, I had to put my air conditioner back on because I shut it off 1 second ago.
And I was going to say, why'd you do that?
Because it was so cold. It was blowing on my little my hooves. Yeah. What?
I have my air conditioner on now. Do your hooves?
It was. You guys.
Do you love watching them clean the hooves on the horses? Those videos
on TikTok. Yeah.
God, they're so good.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah. Except you know what happens
videos.
until a horse dies and then I cry all night.
Oh, I don't watch that.
I
don't watch.
The problem is that when you watch too many hoovings,
you
now are on horse TikTok and then you cry a lot.
Oh God, I'm glad I'm not on horse TikTok yet because I haven't watched too many of them.
Yeah,
they were on my Snapchat stories for a while too.
Yeah, it's pretty hard. It's pretty hard. All right, so Cami is on the cover of Sports Illustrated, and obviously they're doing this to promo it. Good for you.
Good for her. That's amazing.
I loved it. And Neve wanted to outshine her, so he brought black and white cookies. And I'm like, Noelle would have been like, Cami, that's so nice for you. Neve, tell me more about these cookies.
Tell me more about these cookies. Do you want to microwave it for 10 seconds?
Oh, wow. All the secrets come out here.
Yum.
You don't even have to go to patreon.com/trash talk podcast. Whoa.
God, I love black and white cookies.
They are, again, both drinking matcha lattes.
I don't notice this ever.
Yeah, I don't know. You don't watch it like with your eyes, maybe? You just watch it with your
down to
soul?
write notes.
Okay, well, they're both drinking matcha lattes.
Uh-huh.
So we meet Ty from West Virginia. His best friend is John, who's dating Megan for a few months, and they live 1 hour apart. They've never video chatted. John has 3 sons. Megan has 2 sons, and they talk every single day. And he thinks that she's the one.
I said they talk every day, all smokeless, a single dad. I don't know what I was trying to say. All smokeless. I don't even know what that is.
Wow. I love that. Maybe if you guys know what she's talking about, go to Catfish Trash Talk on Facebook, go into our group and tell Noelle what she's talking about. Translate for her, if you will.
Translate me.
Translate her. Okay. So they only live an hour apart. So what's going on? Because they call Ty and they're going to talk to Ty about it. So she lives in DC and they're an hour away in Charlestown, West Virginia, not Charleston, West Virginia, which is a regular place in West Virginia. This is Charlestown. This is like a guy named Charles. And he's like, this backyard for as far as the eye could see is Charlestown.
God,
and they're like,
so much.
Charles, there's already a town called Charleston. And he's like, yeah, it's different. It's Charlestown.
It's so good. This is so good.
So
I'd
now
be like
also,
Noelle's town.
They said it's June, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So they pull up to his house and there are so many cars in the driveway.
And good things are coming.
And I love this house so much. They walk into John's house. It is an empty house. And the crew has staged it for them. And the best they could do is put up a scarf as a curtain and then another black sheet as a curtain. And they have hidden lots of yuck behind the black curtain, but they have given us such a present. They have pulled it back. Like, oopsie, I guess it's pulled back and you can see
we
all
get a
of this
peek.
stuff. It is filth. Cluttered filth.
Here's the thing. I get it. I have a lot of stuff. If you guys could see what was in back of me.
Well, you also have a lot of stuff, meaning furniture.
Right. Well, the thing that gets me is like, have you seen the holes in the walls? Have you seen
Mm-mm.
the nicks on the walls? It's like, and he's like, we never spend time down
We
here.
never. I'm always upstairs with the kids. Why?
I don't know.
Why? So
He's
he has
nesting.
he has two. He's like, I'm always breastfeeding upstairs. He has two baby mamas, and this girl,
Right.
Megan, messaged him on Facebook. She's 27. She has two kids, and her kids don't see their dad, and she
Right.
works at a flower shop, but she's also a Twitch YouTube streamer.
Okay.
He found her Instagram and Twitch, and she does talk about how she streams on Twitch, but he's never caught any of her streams.
Right. It's always
bet
like
he's
she
caught
was
one of her
active
streams.
2 hours ago.
Right. So he said that he doesn't have her phone number.
Right.
But they ask him, why do you like her? And he
She
said,
listens to me.
she always cheers him up.
Mhm.
When he broke up with his girlfriend of 6 years, and she always knows what to say, and she always cheers him up. Guess
Okay.
what?
What?
You shouldn't have to have someone cheer you up. You should look for happiness from the inside. Now, a word from our sponsor, BetterHelp.
Cool.
Noelle,
Yeah.
how we care for our minds affects how we experience life. So it's important to invest time and care into keeping them healthy.
It's true.
John was not doing this.
Poor John.
There are plenty of ways to support a healthy brain, like learning a new language or taking power naps. But there's also BetterHelp online therapy.
BetterHelp is the best, guys.
It really is. But just therapy in general is just so helpful
Mhm.
because you get to talk out your problems. You get to maybe learn a little bit about why you do the things you do.
And it's an outside opinion. That is the best part about therapy. You're not talking to someone who's going to be biased.
Exactly.
Mhm.
So BetterHelp is online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat only therapy sessions. So you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to. I mean, we have to see people on camera now because we're doing this
Mhm.
podcast on YouTube.
Hello.
It is much more affordable than in-person therapy. You can be matched with a therapist in under 48 hours. And our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/catfish. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/catfish. And as always, it's down there in the show notes right there.
Right here.
All right. So now the other thing that I might talk about with my therapist is their socks and his socks and slides. And then also Ty's pants is just covered in paint.
Yeah. Well, he just came from work.
So now they wonder if it's his ex that's catfishing him.
Which would make sense.
He's never seen her kids, but she's seen him and they have not met up. She bought him a TV and couldn't bring it to him because her car broke.
Interesting.
But did his car break? Why couldn't he go get it?
Maybe he doesn't have a car.
But someone posted on her wall so that you know it's true because
Right.
her friend posted on her wall and said, hey, it was so nice selling my TV to you yesterday.
It's like, hello, could this be a little more believable?
So her Facebook is pretty blank.
Right.
Now, okay. Neve and Cami now have like the side story. So he
Yes.
gets her socks and pajamas or socks and a shirt
Yes.
with his family's faces on them. But isn't this like a Christmas thing?
That's okay. So I was looking at that. I'm like, it looks like, isn't there like a snowflake design on the socks?
But it's June.
But it's supposed to be June. But also,
I don't know.
I think it's June because Cammy's in an all out in a tank top.
Right.
Like, and she's usually like me, always in a sweatshirt. And that's why I noticed she was in a tank top. So I don't know. Weird.
We never know. So they check out her Instagram and they look for her real name.
Right.
Because they want to see they check out her Instagram. They go to her link tree. She has a link to her streaming thing, and the girl who's streaming is named Miranda, not Megan.
Right. Dun dun dun.
So then they say Melissa Smith is the one who sold her the TV. So they message her and they ask her if she could FaceTime. Notice they didn't say Zoom. They said FaceTime. I wonder if they don't have like a partnership with Zoom.
I don't think they do because the past few episodes I've noticed they've said FaceTime.
Just saying. So she said that no, but I could call you right now. So a New York City number calls and a guy calls and it says, yeah, hey, this is Melissa's husband. We share a Facebook account.
God, give me a break. That means that one of you guys cheated on each other.
Right. Well, that they should have addressed. I would have been like, oh my God, who cheated?
Right.
So they're like, oh, you sold this girl a TV. And she goes, yeah. He goes, she came, looked just like her Facebook picture and left.
What the hell? Could you
she definitely did not catfish John, and then she left.
Right.
What?
She looks exactly right. She looks exactly how she should look.
She looks exactly how you think she would have looked.
Yeah. Phil is full of shit.
That's what, and Cammie said that Phil is full of shit.
Yeah. Phil.
Now,
you know what Phil is.
Phil is my favorite name.
I know.
I can't wait to name my baby Phil. If you guys don't know, you should know. My favorite prank call that I ever got, Noelle and I were very young. It was probably my first cell phone.
God, it was so good.
It was so good. I picked up the phone. I said, "Who is this?" He said, "Phil." I said, "Phil who?" And he said, "Noelle."
Fill your ass would come, you. What
You
did
pig.
he say? It was pig. Okay, fill your ass would come, you pig. Oh God,
I
couldn't
laughed.
remember. I thought it was whore. I don't know why.
No, it was pig.
Oh, God.
No, I've been laughing about that for 25 years.
Tracy, as soon as they said Phil, I'm like, fill your ass will come. Fill your ass will come. It's my first thought. Who was that? You know?
If the person that called me, I know they were trying to hurt my feelings. If the person who called me knew what joy they brought to my life, they would be so mad.
That was the best. Tracy, we were screaming, laughing.
That was the best thing that ever happened to us.
God, that is the best prank call ever. I remember
we've
telling my
spoken about
mom
it
that. She thought it was great.
Oh God, It
Yeah.
was so good. We've spoken about it on podcasts before. That's how good it was.
Oh God, that was so
Thank
good.
you, Phil.
That goes down in history.
Thank you, Phil, for being the best.
Yeah, thank you, Phil.
So they're gonna go tell John what they found. Is John morphing into Weird Al Yankovic?
Tracy, I wrote John is Weird Al.
Oh my God. Now they place him directly in front of a new clutter corner.
Yes. Uh-huh.
And this is where you really the clutter brings out the holes in the walls. It's very nice.
Oh, this poor guy.
And they play him the call and he's like, "Yeah, I don't know."
Right.
So they're like, "Yeah." He's like, "My ex is not on Facebook. You're blocked."
Right.
So John calls Neve later on. He goes, "I got 2 random text messages. One from Doris."
She's trying too hard.
One from Doris, one from Christine. Basically like saying like, "Hey, just give her a little bit more time. I'm her friend Christine. I'm her friend Doris." So they're all eating cinnamon buns in a hotel conference business center.
Okay. Yum.
You know, like when you go to the hotel and they're like, "This is the business center."
The conference room. That's where like the MLMs meet for their conferences.
No, this is the business center. It's usually right off the lobby.
Yeah.
And there's a printer and there's like a
fax machine.
Yeah. So there's like an internet hookup and all the businessmen go in there. I remember we were traveling somewhere, you and I had to do something for work. And I was in the business center. Do you remember this? And someone like approached me and was like, "What kind of business do you do?" And I was like, "Oh my God, please stop talking to me."
That was probably on our cross country, maybe.
Yes. So
yeah,
they're eating the cinnamon buns. So they find this Melissa that commented that her number is connected to Christine's phone number. So they run Christine's phone number and they call it and the voicemail says Melissa. So it's this girl, Melissa. So they text Melissa.
Right.
And they're like, "Hello, Melissa, not Christine.
Come on, guys. The jig is up.
Can we meet Megan?" And she said she'll tell Megan to meet them in DC. So that she's like, "Drive to DC. We'll be there."
Right.
So they give them an address in Arlington, which is Arlington, Virginia, right outside of DC.
Okay. That's where Aunt Nancy lived.
And
she lived in Arlington, Virginia.
Imagine it was Aunt Nancy.
Okay. First of all, that's what I was waiting for. But that is where she just moved, like right out of Arlington. That's where she lived. And I was like, this is such a random place.
Not really. It's a pretty popular place.
Yeah, but I just feel like really like Arlington. I don't know.
It's a good place. That's how you know you're almost home.
It's very nice.
So there's a TV on the lawn and it has a note on it. It says, "I'm sorry, don't hate me." And it has a Morphe bag in front of it. I'm like, did she get the same sale we did?
Yeah, they were. Although I have to tell you, Cammie makes me like her reaction to things. She like screamed when she saw the TV.
Yes.
And that just really tickled.
Well, they knock, the lights are on, and there's a girl that opens the door, and her name is Doris. She is strawberry blonde. And I say that rolling my eyes.
Tracy, I knew she was mentally ill when I saw those butterfly clips.
Okay. She is strawberry blonde. She has red lipstick on that she bought at the Morphe sale. And she said that guy Phil was her friend that tried to cover for her.
Right.
She said that she's been in so many bad relationships. She lied about only the pictures.
Right. She only lied about the pictures and he shouldn't care unless he's shallow.
Right. And she cannot say her age. She cannot say it.
Okay. But why is she like so weird about it?
Because
like she can't just say
old.
it in. Yeah, but no, she can't just be like, I don't really feel comfortable saying
Well,
that right
because
now.
she has emotional damage from her exes. So then now she starts frying.
Fake crying. Right. Yeah,
Okay.
she's frying.
And he's like, you've been lying to me for 3 months. Also,
Right.
why are we meeting someone that we've only been talking to for 3 months? Anyway.
I know, but on the show, it's either 17 years or a month. You know, there's no in between.
So she's like, I really hope you're not shallow. So she said that she's more hurt than him. And like you said, the blue butterfly clips tell me that that's a lie.
Okay, she's so manipulative.
So she says that she's going to keep crying. She's like, I'm so sorry for the waterworks. And Neve's like, I've yet to see any water.
I love him so much.
He's
Neve,
like, we're all bone dry over here.
I love you so much. If you're listening, which I know you are, I love you.
Thank you, Neve. Thank you for saying that. So
yeah.
John's super upset and she wants him to feel sorry for her. So she said that Melissa's her best friend and she's acting really dumb. She's like, what? I'm just sad for you.
I know. She's acting like she's like an EDP for reals.
She said, no, but here's the thing. She's very conscious of this. Like, this is what she's doing. She's not really dumb. She's playing dumb.
I know. She's like so manipulative.
She thinks this angle is what's going to work. So she says, take all the time you need.
I would hate this. This would never work on me.
Not on me.
This wouldn't work on you. You'd be like, what is wrong with you?
No, not at all. So she is like, do you want me to go? Oh, do you want me to go deactivate it? I'll go inside and deactivate it right now. Watch this. Oh my God. This is like, I'm
so happy to do this.
Oh my God. I love doing this. This is my favorite
I love this. I love deactivating.
So she's like, you could still have the TV. And he's like, oh, word.
And she's like, it's the least I could do for you.
And
he takes it. Good for him.
Honestly,
good for you.
That made me laugh so hard. Yeah. And then he goes, I'll at least give you a hug.
He was pissed, as he should be pissed off. Yeah.
Yeah, but why was he so shallow?
But he was still in slides and socks. That's what I'm mad about.
They were just driving there. There was no time lapse.
I know. It's so crazy.
Noelle.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
It's so much.
It wasn't about what she looked like.
No.
If she was like exactly what he thought that she looked like and acted like that, I don't think he would be interested either.
No, Tracy, it's the way she was acting. Yeah. Well, she was like manic, but in a calculated manic. Yeah.
So 2 months later, his son is playing on their new TV.
Good for them.
No communication with Doris.
Right. Doris, shut up.
They FaceTime with Doris.
Is
this the same day? I swear, I think that
why? Because she has the same clips in her hair.
The same look.
Yeah. Maybe this is her signature look.
I guess so. So she said that she really doesn't miss the connection between her and John, and she would have been much more open-minded if she were him.
Right. So she's basically mad that he wasn't like, okay, I like you.
Okay, but here's the other thing. I love that people like Doris blame how they look on what happened. It's like, he didn't like me because I wasn't thin enough, or what did she say? I wasn't young enough. I wasn't thin enough. And it's like,
that's not it.
No,
it's the way you're acting. It's the way you're trying to guilt him. It's so weird.
No, absolutely not.
I didn't like it at all.
I didn't like it. So I'm sure there's no update because it just happened. This is 2 months from June is right now.
Yeah. So like they just updated it yesterday.
Or the same day that they recorded it. Guys, make sure you're following Catfish Trash Talk on Instagram. You can follow Noelle at Noe Girl on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. I'm at Trixie Chuzini on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, and TracyCarnazzo.com. Please leave a 5-star rating and an amazing review on any platform that you listen to us on. Make sure you subscribe. This is our first YouTube.
That's so exciting. Hi.
Yeah. Welcome, guys. Make sure you subscribe to our Trash Talk podcast on YouTube. It's right down there in the show notes. And if you're watching us on YouTube, thank you so much. We're so happy that you finally get to see our faces. You're welcome.
You're welcome. You're so welcome.
TracyCarnazzo.com, patreon.com/Trash Talk podcast. You know what to do. I'll see you over there.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.